Hi, in this video I am going to talk a little bit about security in Kubernetes. The theme of this video is Kubernetes Auditing. What is it? Kubernetes Auditing lets us see what requests are made to our Kubernetes API server. Auditing allows cluster administrators to answer the following questions: what happened, when did it happen, who initiated it, and so on and so forth. Each request to the API server generates an event that we can save to a log file. Each request can be recorded with an associated stage. The defined stages are request received, response started, response complete, panic. Let's look at the real log to understand concepts with stages. First, I am executing a simple kubectl get command with the watch option. A string for our action appeared in the log. You can see that the stage is response started. Besides the stage, there is a lot of useful information too: request URI, user who made a request, and so on. Let's copy the audit ID and stop running the command. You can see that a new record with the response complete stage has appeared for this audit ID. One of the crucial things is audit policy. Audit policy defines what events should be recorded and what data they should include. There are 4 types of audit levels that you can define in audit policy: none, metadata, request, request response. Let's look at 2 events created by executing one command kubectl create secret, but each of them has different audit levels. One event has the request response level and another one has the metadata level. The stage is equal to response complete, but if we look below in the event with the request response audit level, there are sections request object and response object. These sections are absent in events with the metadata audit level. We can conclude that each audit level contains a different amount of information. Okay, the theory is over. Let's configure auditing. Of course, to do it you should have an on-premise Kubernetes cluster with at least one control plane node. How to install own cluster I tell in my other video. The link is on the right upper side. First of all, we need to prepare an audit policy. Here it is. When an event is processed, it's compared against the list of rules in order from up to down. The first 3 rules were created to reduce the amount of events that will be stored in the log file. As we know, events with the none level are not recorded in the file. The 4th rule will monitor changes in config maps in the kubesystem namespace. The last rule configures that all other events will be stored with the metadata audit level and the request received stage will not be recorded. Put your policy into the etc Kubernetes directory on your control plane node. The next step is to configure the Kube API server. I created a cluster using kubeadm, and a configuration of my server is stored in the etc Kubernetes manifest directory. Here it is. Open the config file. Add the configuration flags. On the screen, you can see what each flag is responsible for. If your Kube API server runs in the pod, you should already mount the audit policy and the directory for logs to the pod. Let's do it. First, add volume mounts. Then add volumes. The configuration is done. Note that you shouldn't delete the Kube API server pod to speed up applying the changes. Just wait while your configuration changes are noticed and the pod will be restarted automatically. Check the restarting. As you see, the pod is restarted. Sometimes when you optimize your audit policy, you can make some mistakes in it. I'll show you what should you do in this case. Make some bad configuration. Comment on the audit policy file flag in the Kube API server configuration. Wait while your pod is restarted. Uncomment the flag. Your pod won't start because there is a mistake in the config file. Most likely, you will find information about the mistake in the Kube API server log. Let's look at it. You can see the command failed error. Let's fix it. Remove the wrong line and repeat the steps with commenting and uncommenting. Finally, let's look at our events. That's it, we configured the Kubernetes auditing. I hope this video was helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. See you in the next video. Bye.